Hello guys, welcome with our video. We're gonna do a battle report today for you guys. We're gonna play an 800 point battle. I'm gonna play Rebels, my favorite faction, and Frank, which faction are you gonna play?
I'm gonna play Separatists.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's go to the list. Frank,
Yeah.
take it away.
Alright, let's start with my list first. So I'm gonna play as my commander General Grievous, and I equip Grievous with, of course, his pistol, because that's always an obvious choice. And he also has Endurance, sorry, not Endurance, I mean Tenacity, which means he will gain extra red die in a close combat attack if he is wounded. And since Grievous has 8 wounds and always, walks into the front of the battle, he's most likely to be wounded when he comes into a battle, so always a nice upgrade. And he also has aggressive tactics, so he can, when he issues orders to units, in the droid faction with the coordinates, give as much search tokens and buff all those weak units. Alright, so and as an operative, I'm gonna play for my very first time the one and only a Darth Maul. And I equip Darth Maul also with Tenacity, and I don't think it needs much explaining. He can give himself a wound token with one of its cards, so it just makes very much sense. I also gave him Force Choke, because Force Choke is just a really good card. Just do one unsavable wound on a mini, get a heavy weapon deleted or something like that. Always a nice thing to have. And then I also have 4 naked V1 units, except for one. One of them has a HQ uplink, so they can keep my order chain alive. And then we go to the next one, which is also a new unit, which is the Sith probe droids. So they are a detachment to Maul, so you need to play Maul to play these guys. They're very cheap units. They have incognito, so they're just basically invisible in the match, and they can give rerolls to other units because they can observe, which we will most likely see in the upcoming match. So I'm also very curious to try those guys out. They don't have any upgrades, so it's just the naked squad. And then lastly, we have 3 Step Rider units, and Step Riders have been the talk of the of the last few months in Legion since they came out, because they are really good. I haven't played them that much, just once, and that didn't really go very well, but I see much potential in them. I think they're very good. So I equipped one of them with an HQ uplink, so he can also keep the order chain alive, and the other 2 with link targeting array, because I'm planning to stack orders on them every turn, which means 2 of my 3 Step Rider units will also have an aim token every turn, which will give them all the more firepower. And that's my list. So it's 10 activations, very fast, very aggressive, very curious to try it out.
Okay, so my list. I'm gonna play Rebels. Leading the Rebels is gonna be Luke Skywalker. The limited edition Luke Skywalker came out here a week ago, so I just wanted to put that guy on the table. So it is a commander, Luke Skywalker. I gave him recon intel just to move him up a little bit, to get him in a better position, and get him quicker into the action. He has 2 force powers. First one up is force reflexes. I think it's always an interesting force power to have, because it gives you that very important dodge token and deflect. So it's always nice for him to save the day. My second power is force push, and force push is very important, I think, to get out of combat, because sometimes you're just stuck in units of B1 battle droids, for example. You want to push them away and charge something more important. Also, it's very good in hostage exchange, bombing runs, stuff like that. If there are units on top of the objective, you can push them off the objective. So that is my commander. Then for my corps, I have 3 units of Rebel veterans. After the update came out, I'm very curious to try them out with their new CMO-93 trooper, because the range of their heavy weapon gun is gone up from 3 to 4, and I actually haven't played them in over a year, I think. So I'm really curious to see what they will doing now. With their range 4 and critical 2, that could be very interesting to get through heavy cover. I also brought 2 Mark II medium blaster trooper teams. They get an extra point of health. Up until now, I have always been a little bit disappointed in them with their 3 wounds, because most of the time a unit comes within range 3 and they get tabled in 1 attack. hopefully with these 4 wounds they will stay on the table a little bit longer. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen there. And then the probably most important part of my list is going to be 3 units of Mandalorian Resistance. I upgraded the Mandalorian Resistance with the Beskar Duelist, mostly because it's the cheapest of the 3 extra troopers you can add. It's only 28 points, and it gives you some extra combat potential. And I also give them jetpack rockets just to get that range 4 missile attack. They are great for taking out strike teams. They are great if they fire with the 4 of them against vehicles, for example, with their impact, because they all have impact 1, so that means 4 shot, impact 4. And blast, ignoring cover. It's just really interesting to take out the strike teams, vehicles, and placement troopers. Their main goal is going to be getting boxes, getting hostages, get the bombs on the other side of the table. So I think they are the main focus of my army, the Mandalorian Resistance. So I'm really looking forward to see those guys into action. So let's get started.
Alright, we're going to set up the battlefield. So I am blue player, so me, Frank, the Separatist player, has the first vote. So I'm going to take a quick look at these cards and see which ones I want to veto away. So when I look at these cards, there's one that comes into my mind very quickly, which is the bombing run, because I play 3 Step Rider units, which are very effective at this objective. The setup deployments for me look absolutely fine, and I'm not really too worried about the cards that are over here. So I think my first vote, without a doubt, will be to cut away this card right here.
No,
so I turn that over. So we're not playing key positions, and then I will give the vote to Matthijs to vote away the next card.
All right. Yeah, I was expecting you to vote for bombing run, so I'm not gonna vote away recover the supplies, because I actually don't mind playing recover the supplies. So my first vote is gonna be a pass.
Alright, so you pass, so that means I have my second and last vote, and my second vote will be to vote away recover the supplies.
Yeah.
So now I've secured that bombing run mission, which I really wanted for this one.
I saw that one coming when we flipped the cards already. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna flip hostile. I want to do the supply drop, because supply drop is one of my favorite cards out there, and I think it's usually almost all the cards in the supply deck are good cards for my rebel army, and not all cards are good for your droid army. So that's why I think I need to play supply drop, and also your Bark.
Yeah.
No, sorry, not
yeah,
your Bark. Step Riders. Sorry, your Step Riders cannot claim supplies. No. So I think this is a good one actually for me. So that's one of my last votes.
Sounds fair enough. So that means that we cut away basically all these cards except for that. So now we have the bombing run together with the major offensive and together with the supply drop. So this is going to be our game.
Exciting. Yeah. All right.
All right. Let's do it.
Go for it.
Okay. So talking about deployment. So what I did for my deployment is I basically deployed a whole conga line of B1 droids. So from left to right, it's like a big line of B1s. They all are within range 1 of one of another. So that means that they can nicely bounce away those order tokens, so they can keep the coordinate chain running. And Step Riders are also deployed in the corner, so I deployed them a little bit more backwards, because one, my idea is they are really fast, so they don't really have problem catching up like any more distance. So they're really fast, so that's why I deployed them a little bit backwards, because there are some range 4 weapons with critical, and the rebels like the Mandalorians can really move up very quickly, and his Mandalorians have the rockets, which also have range 34, and blast, so it ignores cover, which is very dangerous for my Step Riders. So I deployed them a little bit more backwards and behind buildings, and we're just gonna make a flanking run and hoping that we can really quickly come in that deployment zone.
Yeah. All 3 of the steps get the bomb, right?
All 3 of the Step Riders have the bomb, or right here not yet, but they are gonna get the bomb. So those are definitely gonna be the bomb carriers. We also got Grievous hiding a little bit beneath a building over there, to be a little bit close to Maul, so they can also be a very dangerous presence, both of them, and rush in somewhere, dive around the corner, and kill whatever comes in our way. Speaking of Maul as well, he's deployed further away from my deployments because I played my 2-pip card from Maul, which says I have to divulge it or reveal it at the start of the setup unit step. And if I do that, which I did, then he gains infiltrate, so I'm able to infiltrate him. So I infiltrated him behind a building over there next to a supply crate, so he can basically, when he starts his first activation, grab a supply, maybe find something nice like a Bacta tank, or maybe one of those things that give I don't remember the name, but it gives him an order, so basically an HQ uplink, or maybe some harpoon cables. Skill is always nice on force users. Who knows? Anyway, he's able to find something on his first turn. Next to him are also his droids, because they need to be deployed within a speed 1 of him, so they've deployed next to that crate as well, so they can pick it up. And same story, maybe they find a Bacta tank, maybe they find something to support either Maul or Grievous, or maybe an arc welder for step riders. Need to be just a very nice free deployment to deplete that first supply crate. So yeah, that's my list, that's my deployment, and I'm really wondering and curious how this will work out.
Alright, so I started deploying first my veterans, just to see a little bit what's going to happen with the deployment of function droids. So I deployed my first unit of veterans on top of the junkyard or the junk salesman building, so they have a nice line of sight over almost the entire board, and hopefully with the range 4 they can keep bomb carriers at bay. And it also gives me the option to deploy one of the MK2 blasters on the balcony of the same building, which has the same advantage of a nice field of fire over almost the entire table. The rest of the veterans are placed next to the building. I placed the second MK2 blaster inside of a piece of heavy cover terrain, so no matter how those step riders will approach him, he will have heavy cover, because I'm quite afraid of those step riders blasting those MK2 blasters away in one shot. Luke is hiding behind the building as well. I keep him at the back just to keep the enemy bomb carriers at bay and hopefully take them out before they reach my lines. So that leaves my Mandalorians, and the battle plan is as follows. So I deployed 2 of them next to the TIE fighter. They are going to take the right flank and move up to the top of the table, and take the right flank, and hopefully place the bomb there in a sort of lightly defended area with the B1s. Then the third unit of Mandalorians is deployed all the way back. That will be the unit that will deploy the bomb last. So they have a little bit more time to get somewhere where they need to be, so they can switch their advance from either going behind the gatehouse or jump over the A wing and drop the bomb over there. So I have a little bit of an option on which approach vector I'm going to take. So yeah, looking forward to this battle. Let's get started.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's start with playing our first command cards.
Yeah.
I've got mine over here.
I got mine over here.
There you go, standing orders.
For me, standing orders as well. Surprise, surprise.
Okay, so your honors to roll the die to see who gains the initiative.
Alright, so we're gonna use your dice.
Yeah, sure.
Alright. So I roll block, which means I get the initiative.
Yeah.
So I have to do my orders first. And so I'm going to give a order to my speeder bikes, or my step riders.
Yes.
So, which is going to be the one all the way in the corner here.
Yep.
And they will coordinate to the other step rider units. And they will coordinate to the other step rider unit. Yep. And then that step rider unit will coordinate it to the B1s, and so the B1s will coordinate it to all the other B1s.
And all the other
B1s. And then we have a command token for Grievous, an operative token for Maul, and the Sith probe droids left that are going into a dice bag to create a random pool.
Alright, I'm gonna give my order token to the Mandalorian resistance unit over here. And all the other tokens are going to go into the bag.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, and so also my nominated commander was General Grievous.
Yep.
And he has aggressive tactics, so which means I can give up to 4 units with an order a search token.
Yep.
So I'm gonna give one to all the step riders
Yeah, makes sense.
because they don't search to block.
Yep.
And they also don't search to hit, but they do have critical. And then there's one lucky B1 unit, so let's give it to, I suppose, the one in the most open area here, and that'll be all.
Alright. So, your first activation.
Yeah, alright. I also forgot one more little thing, by the way. Before you forget, I also have link targeting arrays on two of the step rider units, which is the blue one and the green one. So these two also get an aim token because they received an order token.
Because you can never have enough order tokens.
You can never have enough order tokens. All right.
Green tokens.
So I think I will go ahead and activate a brave B1 unit.
Alright. Alright.
Alright, so the first B1 unit to activate will be, let's go with the unit over here, the black one.
Yep.
So they're going to move up a bit.
Yeah.
Over here because this building seems really interesting for them.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put the rest into a cohesion.
Okay.
This is why I love the unit markings. Makes it so much easier.
You definitely need unit markings on those B1 battle droids, yeah.
Alright, and let's put these guys over here because they don't need to be inside. I can also... Nope, I'm gonna take... The separate action will be a dodge token.
Alright, so I'm gonna draw from the back. And what do we have here? We have one of the Mandalorian units. That's not exactly what I wanted to have in my first activation.
Ooh,
but hey,
yeah, I can imagine.
Hey, that is alive. So I'm gonna activate this unit over here. In the TIE fighter, it jumps on the marker. So I'm gonna collect the supply. So I'm gonna draw the top 2 cards. Take a look at them, and choose one. So I have the hollow projector and the grapple harpoon. I think I want to have the hollow projector.
Okay.
I'm going to leave it over here because otherwise we are definitely going to forget which unit had exactly which upgrade. Maybe you want to shuffle this one for me, and then I have to decide what to do with my second action. And it will be another jump here behind this building, and we flip over this token to show it has been used once. The rest of his bodies jump along, jump like this, and I bring my bomb token and I use this orange token to show if they still have their rockets. So that's what the little orange token is over there. Okay, that's 2 activations with these Mandalorians, so it's up to you.
Alright. I'm gonna keep activating those B1s.
Yeah.
So we have an B1 unit over here, the green one.
Yeah.
And let's see where they could potentially go. Alright, so your Mandalorians have a courage value of 2, I assume. Probably 2.
Yes.
At least, yeah.
Yeah. Mandalorian resistance have courage too. Yeah.
Alright, so so they're gonna move first.
Yeah. Ask questions later.
Ask questions later.
Roger, roger.
Roger, roger. And you have to be within range 1 to drop the bombs,
Yeah.
right?
Within range 1 of your deployment zone. I'm not able to make that on the first turn with any of my units. So
No.
this first turn I'm just not able to drop any bomb. Sadly.
Alright, so let's see what we can do here first with range, really quickly.
Yep.
It's just outside, alright, so we are going to move up those useless B1s.
Alright, so let's move.
That's a move and a move.
I'm gonna draw a token. And it is going to be, of course, another unit of Mandalorians. There were only 2 in the back, so that makes total sense. Here's my speed 3 move thingy. This unit does exactly the same thing as the other unit did. It's gonna jump on the token, grab the loot. You shuffled it already, right?
Yep.
Alright, so I'm gonna draw 2 cards. I have a field scanner and I have a targeting rangefinder. Although it does show Sabine on the targeting rangefinder, I really would love to have a dodge token with a unit that's nimble. So I'm gonna go for the field scanner for these guys. So I'm gonna give this one to you again so you can shuffle it.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna do my second move. And they're gonna just join their buddies over here. They bring along their rockets and their bomb. Let's get the solar projector away from this. There we go. There we go. So it's up to you.
Yeah. This was their token, so sorry for that, but we're going to keep activating B1s.
Move the horde over there.
Move the horde all the way over there. They is feeling something is happening over there. So we're going to just do a double move and then...
They just really want that bomb in the middle of their army. Okay, what do we have next? A trooper unit. I would have expected to have Luke over there. The last non-trooper token in the back. I'm gonna leave these for now because we're gonna double check the heavy weapon of the veterans is range 4, so we can check the range. But the problem is that things are either out of range or out of sight. So yeah, gonna wait with them. I think I'm gonna activate these guys over here. Let's get moving. So that is 1 move. And should I go for that token? Oh, have to check a little bit of range. Yeah, I don't think I placed the token very well there. I'm gonna move over here with the veterans. There we go. Veterans have moved.
Move they have. Alright. We have another B1 unit right here. So we're going to activate those. And they are going to also move. Move once, move twice.
Alright. There we go. Luke. Of course. What is Luke going to do? I don't think he's going to do a lot because there's not a whole lot for him to do right now. Does he need to move a little bit, or nah, I think he's fine here. He's just gonna do a dodge and a standby.
A dodge and a standby for Mr. Luke.
Yep.
Alright, so what do I want to do here? We have step riders, or we have some interesting heavy units. I think I'll go for one of the units from the bag.
Yep, definitely.
So we have Mr. Grievous himself.
Grievous.
So Grievous, what you doing over there, boy? He's going to move once.
Yeah.
Until he is over here. Next to the mighty Separatist, and then he's going to move twice again behind this building over here.
Alright.
Alright, and that's General Grievous.
Nicely out of sight. Okay, let's just draw a token and see what's going to happen. No real surprise, there should be only be troopers in there, so let's see with my speed 1 token, maybe this yeah, if he moves out of cover he's gonna be blown to bits. Let's get some ranges. That I will never be able to make. A range 4 pot shots. I am able to make that, but I don't know if I want to do that. Ooh, difficult. Frank, you're making me make it very difficult for me. Let's see if he moves. He would be over here. He would be over here. We have to use the marker because Grievous is poking out on all sides. Over here, no, he's not able to see it, so he is safe there. Too bad.
So I have left 3 step riders, Maul, and the Sith droids.
Yeah.
A quick side note for people watching, I used the divulge card for Maul, so he infiltrated behind here, so that's the reason why he started outside of the deployment zone. So Maul has a 2-pip card which allows him to infiltrate, which is what he did right here.
Okay. He is going to move from here to here, and from here to here, and he's gonna loot that point. And his buddy's gonna join him over here. The deck was shoveled.
The deck is shoveled.
Let me see, what do you have? A field scanner and a hollow projector. Yeah. With the hollow projector, I could give them an order. And that gives them a dodge as well. So for turn I need, and then I can give an order to. Yeah. So I'm gonna go for the hollow projector.
Yeah.
Although the field scanner, then it's out of the. No, I'm gonna go for the field scanner. The reason behind this decision is Now the field scanner is out of the deck, and the holo projector for you isn't such a really great card because you have all the uplink shenanigans and stuff. And the field scanner is a pretty good one for Mole or for Grievous or the Step Rider. So I'm gonna go for the field field scanner.
What does it do?
I can, if they got attacked, I can give them a dodge token.
Alright.
And then I have to exhaust the scanner.
Yeah.
So then it's your activation.
Alright. My activation. I am going to pull from the bag. And it's Maul. So Maul has to activate, and he bumped away a little bit because he was deployed against the token. So first he's going to check and see what's the deal here, what's the find here.
Oh, shuffle this one.
Yeah. So
There
I
we go.
take 2 and pick 1, right?
Yep, definitely.
1, 2. So we have an arc welder, or we have precision scopes. So I can either repair a lot of droids, or I can, when performing a ranged attack, gain 1 aim token. So I'm going for the arc welder, I guess, because this isn't any good for me.
No, I don't think he has a range option right now. Huh?
No, he doesn't have a range option right now, and you know, the arc welder is a heal for my entire army. So who knows? Maybe he can, in some point in the game, maybe help out the step riders who need some repairing, maybe, or anything. So, all right. So, your turn. Sorry, no. That was a free action, of course, and he still has his activation.
You can still do 2 actions if you want.
Can still do it. So his
you
thing.
could pass, but it
I
wouldn't
could pass,
be a really good idea, I think.
No. All right. So he is going to. He's going to jump. Well, he doesn't need to jump, but he's just going to because he doesn't do anything else. All right. So that's 1 activation. And then he's going to sit behind the building over here. Because you cannot do the twice, right? You can only do an action once, even if it's a
Yeah, you cannot do jump. No.
No, I mean like the supply drop.
Yeah,
You have another supply drop, but I
is your plan that I can see him, or do you want to have him out of sight? Because right now he's just poking out behind the building.
So the idea is that he needs to be a little bit outside, so he's just going to.
Yeah, so he's like this, he would be fine.
Alright, then this is his move.
Of course, I can move with something and then see him, of course, but.
Alright.
Okay, gonna do the weapon team over here. They're gonna stand by, they're gonna dodge.
Alright. If you say
Should
so.
they aim? Standby aim is also an option, of course. So we would have 2 dodge tokens then, so he does need to aim. So he's gonna aim standby. Oh, this is dodge. Gonna do standby, aim. There you go.
Standby and an aim on the platform. Do they have like the Sentinel rule? Do they stand by on range 3?
Let me double check that for you, but I thought they had. Yep.
Alright. Alright, let's poke out the last order token, which is the Sith droids. So they're also going to look what's behind or what's over here.
Yeah.
So shuffle them up once more.
Yep.
Take 2. So we have targeting rangefinder or the Bacta capsules. And I'm going to take the Bacta capsules.
Not really surprised.
No.
Alright, shuffle that for you.
You can shuffle this, and then the Sith droids have the Bacta capsules.
Yep.
So what they are going to do is, well, since they have those capsules, they're going to follow their mighty leader, Mr. Maul.
Yeah.
And then they're going to move once and move twice.
Yep.
This point over here.
A trooper unit. It's gonna be this guy over here who's gonna aim standby as well. MK2 blaster standing by.
Alright. Which means I only have one thing left. Yeah, three things left, but just the step riders. So, where do I want to start here? Do I want to... Do I want to be aggressive a little bit and then pop out? Do I want to keep on rolling?
Keep on rolling.
So that means he will end there, which was just outside as well. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do is
Forfeit.
forfeit. I'm going to start with this unit over here.
Yep.
So first they are speeder, so I have to decide if I want to do the compulsory move at the end or at the beginning of my turn.
Yep.
I'm going to do it at the beginning of my turn. So this is their compulsory move, which has to be a full move.
Yep.
So, which means they're moving 3. Alright, and they're also taking the bomb with them. And when they make a move, they're agile, so they gain a dodge token. So I'm already going to put down 1. Alright, so this is now their actual 2 actions,
Yep.
which will be, well, another move.
Yeah.
They're out of sight, yeah.
Which will be next to the mighty Mr. Grievous.
Yep. So I'm gonna check. I cannot see them, so they cannot trigger their standby.
So they have another dodge. And for my final trick, they can do another move, which they will do. And since it's not a compulsory move, I can also do a partial move.
Yeah, definitely.
So they're gonna do a partial move because they don't want to be out in the open there. So they're going to stay here.
Yep.
And then he's going to join.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's their turn. Don't forget they also have the bomb with them. And then
Yes.
it's up to you.
They are tempting, I must say, to do something about them. The trooper unit over here.
Like 2 of them can see it. I can move one guy up as well, so I can shoot with 3 of them.
That's, or do I go for the aim token? Probably better than 1 die, right? Aim token, because then I have critical 2. I can just hope for surges. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna shoot with 1 guy and a heavy weapon.
Okay.
Take an aim token and
Alright.
start blasting at them and just hope for crits. Because the CMO-93 trooper has critical 2.
Okay.
So that we're gonna start out with 2 crits already. Great. I've got an aim token, so I can reroll 2 die. That's another crit. Oh, sorry, this one bumped. So that's 3 crits and a hit. Not too bad.
Alright, so I'm going to roll 3. And I block 1 of them.
Yep.
So 2 wounds.
How many wounds does the step have?
3.
3. Okay. But yeah, 1 step rider with 1 wound is enough to drop a bomb. So
Yeah. Alright, so next unit is another step rider unit. So they are also going to do their compulsory move first. So I'm just going to keep in mind that that's 1 dodge token.
Yep, exactly.
he's going to move up till behind the building here.
Gotta check range because you would be moving inside of the weapon team, and I could trigger a standby. I don't know if this is something you would want or not.
Are you within range 3?
Oh, sorry, I was taking the range 4. Sorry, I have to check range 3. I'm just out of range 3, so you're fine. Yeah.
So then that was their first actual action.
Yep.
And I think their last action will be to take a dodge.
Yep.
So then they also finish with 3 dodges because they move twice and then another dodge.
Okay. That leaves my last activation. This is a tough one. It's so tempting to fire some rockets at the steps I already wounded, and yeah, if I just am able to get those off the table before they can drop their bomb, then that is favorable for me. So I'm gonna measure some stuff. This is range 4, so I could jump over here, and then I could chuck some rockets at them.
Mm-hmm.
And just move as little as possible. That's just what I'm gonna do. It's just too tempting not to fire my rockets at them. So this is enough just to see a little bit of their base. So first action, they jump over here. Second action, make them watch the right way because otherwise they're definitely gonna miss.
And can they see both of them?
That's a good point. Let me take a look at this base. If one can see both, then it should be enough, right?
Yeah.
So just to be completely safe, I move this one a little bit up. One of the guys, so 100% sure that I'm gonna see it. So they're gonna fire their rockets. So I'm gonna take off the rocket token.
Yeah.
And just see if we can blast some extra wounds on them. So the jetpack rockets have 4 dice with blast. Impact 1. You don't have armor, right?
I don't have armor.
Ooh, and you have 3 dodge tokens.
I have 3 dodge tokens.
Yeah, too bad. We're just gonna. So I need to roll 4 hits or a crit. So 2 crits, 2 hits.
Alright. So I'm gonna use 2 dodges.
Yeah.
And then we have to roll 2 dice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which means 2 wounds.
Alright. Not too shabby.
So 1 on him, and he has 1 left.
Yeah. Alright. Oof. Interesting. And it's your activation.
Yeah. Alright, so we have another separator unit, which is my last activation.
Do you want me to check the standby range for you, or?
Yeah, I think it should be fine.
Yeah.
Because they're going to move up here.
Yep.
They ignore the height, so they're gonna move once, then their actual move will be another partial move up until here.
Yep.
And another partial move up till here.
Yeah. Alright.
And they would also gain 3 dodge tokens, but at the end
Yeah,
of
at
the
the end of
step,
this round.
we can remove all of them.
Okay. So we remove all the green tokens, all the suppression tokens, which is no suppression at all. And our order tokens. And then we're gonna do a quick recap what happened this turn. So let's grab these tokens. Alright, so I will start out with what I did in my turn. The two Mandalorian units who started at the crashed TIE Fighter, they both moved up towards the gate. They both pick up a item. One of them got the field scanner and the other one the holo projector. Then we have one of the rebels that was close to the Mandalorians. They moved up a little bit, also on the other side of the gate, just to cover your flank. The other unit of veterans moved up all the way towards the A-wing. We have one unit of Mandalorians who jumped back, fired their rockets at one of your step riders, taking one down after the unit of veterans on top of the scrap market did a couple of wounds. So I took one step rider off. Luke didn't do anything at all. He's waiting his time to see what's going to happen. Both of my MK3 guns, MK2 guns, they went to standby, but nobody got close, so they couldn't fire their guns.
So I moved my B1s up to the flank to cover that bit up of the battlefield. My step riders went the other way together with Grievous and Maul to push up on that flank and potentially see if they can reach their objective there by dropping bombs. The Sith droids, they found a Bacta tank, which makes them perfect to follow up Maul to basically heal an extra wound off of him whenever it is needed. And yeah, Grievous stacks along with Maul to put some extra close combat, force using lightsaber presence on the right side as well. So yeah, that's what I did this turn.
Alright, time to play our next command cards. So I went for my ally is the Force.
And I went with a push.
A push in round 2. So that means I have to roll a die to see who gains the initiative. There we go. That is you.
Alright. So I have to give 2 orders.
Yep.
I'm going to give one of them to the step riders,
Yes, makes sense.
and they will coordinate to each other.
Yeah, makes also sense.
And they might even, they can also bounce it to the droid trooper, which is the guys over here.
Yeah.
And the second one, we're gonna give it to, doesn't really matter that much, we're going to give it to Maul.
Yeah.
And then we're going to use the HU uplink on the B1s
Yep.
to make the orders go around over here, which means they all will bounce it to the squad, which means Grievous is the only one left in the random stack, and then I can give away some search tokens.
Super random stack. Okay, I'm gonna give an order to my Mandalorians over here. I give an order to my Mandalorians over there.
Alright.
I'm gonna use my holo projector on the Mandalorians over here. So that means all my Mandos have an order token. The rest is in the back, so it's Luke with buddies.
Yeah.
But it also means that all Mandalorians have a dodge token, which I think is something they would really love this turn, because
Absolutely.
I feel like they're gonna be targeted here and there by your army. Yeah, sadly you won the roll off, so that means you get the first activation.
Right. I also gained once again 2 aim tokens because of the lift targeting arrays.
Yeah.
Something I have to keep in mind.
Yeah.
So which means these 2 guys and these 2 guys are getting aim tokens.
Yeah.
And if you don't mind, I want to make a little adjustment,
Yeah,
which is remove these surges from these guys and give them to the B1s over here.
Yeah, sure.
I think that's a little bit more sense because they get more value out of it. And then I have the first turn. So, alright, so Maul is going to activate.
Yep.
And he is going to do some risky stuff. He's first going to heal this wound because he found an arc welder.
Yeah,
So
great.
that is his free action. And then he's going to move twice.
Yeah, man, that's why I really wanted that to have that first activation, just to get that
So he moves once.
that step rider out of the way.
And he moves twice. And then he should be out of sight for all those guys, except his lightsaber, which doesn't count.
Oh, these days, no.
Alright, and then he's going to use Force Choke to choke the heavy weapon guy out of the way.
Oh, be like that.
Yeah.
Do you need to have line of sight for force
I
choke, or?
don't think so. It says choose a non-commander, non-operative enemy trooper mini at range 1. It suffers 1 wound. So.
Alright. Do not like that.
And that was Maul.
Okay, this changes a lot. Okay, what should we do? We're gonna measure some stuff. So, first up. Where did it go here? Doesn't feel like. Yeah, I think I have to wait a little bit with them. Gonna check some ranges as well, just to make sure we all make the right choices. Could target some of those P1 dudes over there. It's difficult to see if I can get them in the open. Yeah, it should be fine. There is a corridor open here, so that could be an option. But then it's just 4 white die shots without an aim. Not very exciting, of course. Maul is hanging out there. Okay, let's first draw a token. Maybe Luke pops up and that changes everything anyway. Nope, it's a troop unit. Yeah. He's going to pivot a little bit, like so.
Okay.
And stand by.
Fair enough. I think I'm just going to do useless or, well, just low activations.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So I'm going to do the B1s. So let's start with this green unit over here.
Yeah.
They're going to move because aiming with B1s is overrated.
Yeah.
And catch out some guys in the open,
Yeah,
which
makes
should be possible. So they're going to stand in heavy cover.
Yeah.
And then they will fire at one of the Mandalorian squads. So let's fire on the closest one, which should be in the open, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
So they only have 6 white dice.
Yeah.
2, 4, 6 white dice. And we rolled absolutely nothing.
Hey!
Classic B1s, but that's okay. So that was 2 activations. So it's back to you.
Alright. Oh man, this is so tough. For this mission, the drop action, is that a free action or is that
The
a...
drop action is a free action.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good to know. I think I'm just gonna go to the back, take a token, which is a trooper token. I was really happy with the placement of this heavy weapon gun over here, but I'm starting to regret it more and more. But what I'm going to do is move here. Is this what I'm going to do? Should I activate them maybe first? Well, maybe it's better to activate them first.
Okay.
They are just gonna grab another loot token with their first action. Camouflage. or gain skill. I'm gonna gain camouflage. So you can shuffle this deck if you want. And then he is going to move here, so I catch Maul out there in the open. Do have to make sure. Yeah, that's fine. Would you mind shuffle the the deck? Like so. This token, this point is depleted as well. There we go. And then I'm gonna start fire at Maul there in the open. So we've got 4 dudes and a heavy weapon. 4 dudes and a heavy weapon. There we go. Let's see, veterans, what you're made of. That is only 3 hits.
Alright.
Not very impressive.
3 blocks.
Oh no!
Ooh, yeah. What you get for shooting at dual-wielded lightsabers.
How is that even possible?
He does get a suppression though, so let's put down one of the tokens. Alright, so that was your activation.
Yep.
What do I want to do next? So many hard choices. I don't know.
Does Maul have Master of the Force?
He does not have Master of the Force.
Okay.
No,
That's
so
also
he's,
good to know.
his Force choke is sadly used and for now exhausted.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's important thing for me to know.
Which is also a funny fact because I was thinking about that during this match just a few moments ago, that it might be interesting to put down like force powers maybe on him that doesn't exhaust.
Yeah.
Like I think that's the reason why I really I think like the defensive and aggressive stance on him. So he
Yeah.
always has those force powers.
Yeah.
However, I mean, force choking a heavy weapon is still worth it. I mean,
Yeah, definitely.
it's more points for your heavy weapon. Is more points than my force choke.
Yeah, if you use it once, you already managed to get points.
Man, what do I want to do here? There's so many choices and so hard.
It is.
Alright, so no, I think I'm gonna keep activating B1s.
Yep.
I think that's the most easy choice for me.
Yeah, makes sense.
So we could try, but that's just like, and those are guys are also in heavy cover. So can you tell me which of the units is which units?
Yeah, so you have the, it's maybe a little bit more difficult,
Yeah.
but these four here in the back, they have different armor and different
Okay.
jetpacks. They
Yeah.
are one unit, and the 4 here in the front, they
Okay.
are the other unit.
So I should potentially still catch those guys in the open. That's what I'm going to double check, but let's see. So those 3 are from one unit, right? So
We
which
see
means one of them would
these
get
4.
covered, and most of them is in the open, so I could still, okay, yeah. So I'm moving up again with these B1s.
Yep.
And they are going to be in cohesion all the way over here. And then they are going to take a pot shot at the front unit Mandalorians.
Yep.
See if we get another classic B1 roll. Alright, so 2 surges. Nice.
Yeah, I have nimble, so
You have nimble, so you could, so it doesn't matter at all.
no, you
Nope.
could spend the token and nothing happens.
So it's your turn.
Okay, another trooper unit. I really wished that unit would be able to help the buddies over there attacking Maul, but they won't be able to. Could take some pots, but man, the heavy weapon is gone. No more critical. Oh, that is so bad. You know what? I'm just gonna keep on aiming and standby. There we go.
Yeah. So just for me there, standby range is 2, right?
Yep.
Okay.
He has range 3, right?
He has range 3, yeah. I'm very well aware of that.
Okay, just make sure that.
Yeah, I think I will. Thinking about it, I want to go with the Grievous. I'll go with the B1, sorry.
Yeah.
Let's go with the black one. So they're going to recover first.
Yep.
Which means they will get their HQ uplink back. And yeah, I don't think they want to do very much or anything else. So
Yep.
they're probably going to take a standby. Which is... Yeah, they're taking a standby. Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
And now trooper units. So I've got these guys left over here, and I've got the gun over here. I'm gonna move the gun up because I expected
More.
more from it, that they could see more than this. Sadly, they can't. Move, and pivot. There we go. There's token. And some of these guys over here. Yep. All right.
I think I'm just gonna keep going with the B1 train. There's not much to do though, so they're going to move up.
Yeah.
And before I decide, let me check some range. Yeah. They're moving up.
Yeah.
And yeah, they really can't do much to the Mandalorians, and not expecting them to do anything anyways. So they are going to take a pop shot at the rebel unit over there.
Yep. Makes sense.
So another 6 white dice.
Yep.
Surge, which doesn't matter. Heavy cover, suppression will be get rid of anyway. So and they don't have a search anyway. So yeah, makes it easy. All right, back to you.
Okay. Now the Mandalorians will bravely activate.
Yeah.
Because now they feel confident to do something. I don't know yet what they're going to do, but they're probably gonna try and score a victory point. That sounds like a solid plan. So move over here. So the bomb, I have to drop it at.
Yeah, you have to. So it has to be detonated within range 1 of a deployment zone.
Yeah, but if I drop it, do I also place it within range
so
1?
When you drop it, you just flip one of your claim tokens to the unclaimed site.
So it stays in base contact with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And then it has a blast radius of range 1, right?
It has a blast radius of range 1. Yeah. 3 white dice, suppressive, and blast.
So I could, and it's a free action, huh?
Yeah.
So I could drop it here, hit 2 of your units, and then I have 1 action left to blast at the unit in the open, which probably sounds better than hitting 3 units with the bomb. So he jumps over there, takes some of his bodies along. So like this. Wait a second, they also have something in their backpacks. You can always double check range 4, of course. That is not far enough. Okay, so they are just gonna blast with their pistols.
Yeah.
Which they should be in range, yep. And they will shoot at the unit in the open over there.
Okay.
Because I cannot see the one with the uplink. So they roll a white and a black die. 4 guys. 4 black, 4 white.
Shooting at the red unit, right?
Yeah, the one in the open. Yeah. There we go. Search to hit, so that gives me 5 hits.
Okay. So I block 1 of those hits.
Yeah.
So 4 of them go away.
Yeah. 2,
3 and 4.
Okay. Then we put the token over here.
Fair enough. I'm going to activate Grievous.
Yep.
Because he is the only token in the stack, so I can give him a
Yep.
token. And he
What is he up to now?
He's going to do some things, definitely. Definitely going to do some things. Which means he would be going there. Could go there. So he's going to move here first. So do you want to trigger or stand by?
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan, I think.
Okay.
He is behind the marked stall, so it's a light cover, right?
Yeah.
4 black dice, no aim token. Oh, one went out of the dice tray. So 1 crit.
Yeah. So 1 crit, which he has to defend.
Yes.
Sorry, yeah, thank you. So he gains 1 wound.
Yep. Right. Remove that standby.
And then he
He
is.
is out of sight range 2, I guess, from them, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great. No, not great, but.
Bend that a little bit. He could move over there. Yeah, so he will be moving between the engines,
Yeah.
which is always a smart idea.
Of course. That is in range 2.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna keep blasting him with the rubber trooper guys over there. He is in heavy cover though, so it's gonna be tough to hit him, especially if you don't roll any hits. Luckily I have an aim token. That's 3 hits. Heavy cover, that leaves 1 hit.
Is it 3 hits?
Yeah, they're
Oh, yeah,
veterans.
veterans.
They're
Yeah,
veterans.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I have to defend 1.
Yep. There you go.
Alright. He defends it.
Yeah. Does get a suppression token.
And then I'm going to use my Relentless to fire back at something.
Yep.
And that is going to be. It depends a little bit, because do I ignore this because we're at the same, or is that, no, that's different, right? Because it's a larger piece.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so in that case, he's going to fire at the guys up there.
Yeah. Up on the building.
Yeah.
Alright. That was the standby token, by the way.
So I rolled 2 hits.
Yep.
Unfortunately, no crits, which means it's
Heavy cover here.
it's just a suppression.
Yep. Okay. Take a look. I measured this very carefully. They're just out of range 1. It's perfectly set up by myself. But and they are in range 2, so I could shoot my pistols at the unit over there. I could also move a little bit up and fire rockets at Grievous. They ignore cover. How many wounds does Grievous have?
8
or something, right?
He has 8 wounds.
Hmm.
So he has 7 left.
Does sound better than firing at these epic B1s who haven't rolled any hits so far. So they move up a little bit. so. And fire their rockets. Let me just double check if they are not too close, but I should be okay because I cannot fire at range 2, but I don't imagine it being. Yep, no. Alright, so they're in range of their guns, so they use their rockets. And fire 4 rockets into Grievous for red die with blast, which is 4 hits.
Okay.
Not too bad.
And 3 blocks.
So many blocks, so many blocks.
So he gains a suppression and 1 wound.
Yep. There we go. And these guys have activated now.
Alright. I'm going to activate this Step Rider unit.
Yep.
I'm going to do their compulsory move first.
Yep.
So they're going to end their movement over here.
Yep.
Alright. Which will give them a dodge.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is range 2, so they're going to do their second action, over the first official action
Yep.
will be to fire
Yeah.
at the weapon emplacement.
Yep. They have an aim token, huh?
Yeah. So 6 black dice.
Oof.
Alright, so that's already a good start. So we're going to use the aim.
Yeah. Wow.
So 3 crits, and you're in heavy cover because you're
Yep.
higher than me, so 4.
4 hits. Alright.
Ooh.
That's tough.
Yep.
Alright, he's gone. Not a single block.
Oh shit. Do you mind if I make a small adjustment before I screw that up? Do the cohesion.
Yeah.
Put this guy a little bit more to the back.
Yeah, just
So
make
he's
sure
still
that he
able
could
to see,
it,
so
yeah.
so that like this side
Yep.
over here is a little bit.
Yeah, makes sense.
Forward. So they use their aim. They still have one action left,
Yeah.
which will be to, I think, take another dodge.
Okie dokie.
Is it, or because I could move. They're not able to reverse. No, I'm gonna do it a little bit different. You know what? I'm gonna do another move with a speed 1 and just move him a tiny bit, basically just so I can adjust the cohesion, so I can put him out of sight for that flank over there.
Makes sense.
So he still has to have the same facing, but that means he's now out of sight for everything over there.
Yep.
And because they also move, they gain another dodge.
Yeah. So here we go. We have a trooper unit. Let's check some range 3. This is already range 3. So they move here. Gonna use this piece of wall here to peek over and get a little bit of cover from there. Gonna take a nice little item over here. We have grapple harpoon and we have a targeting rangefinder. Alright, this one we can shuffle back into the pile. And then we're gonna keep on blasting on Grievous. So 4 white die and 4 black. Yep, and Grievous. There we go. We have a critical 2.
Yeah.
So that means this one goes away from cover, and at least 4 crits on Grievous. Can't complain there, I think.
So
Neither can you.
neither can I.
Man, so many blocks already with Grievous.
Against another suppression location.
That's not what I was
Sorry,
expecting.
at least I'm at 4. So
Yeah.
there we go. And he
And
deals
one
a
wound.
wound, so
Yeah.
I can switch those out for.
Okay, so it's your activation.
Mm. I'm going to activate the Progroids.
Yep.
First, they're going also to search in the.
Yeah, this is the second time they searched on this token, right?
This one is the first. They.
Oh, this
search
is the other
token.
one. Okay, yeah. Let me flip that over. I'm just gonna drop a flipped over token so like this. So.
I gained repair 1, so another arc welder or camouflage. So I'm going to take the arc welder.
Makes total sense. And it leaves them with 2 more actions. I just love supply drop so much. It's so fun.
Yeah. They are incognito, right? So
Yep.
he's jumping on here.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna put these guys.
Alright, over there.
And they're gonna use the back to tank to remove one of them wounds.
Okay. So now
And then they still have 1 official action left, because that is free, and that's going to be to observe. So we will be observing. What will we be observing? I'm going to observe the unit on top here.
Yep.
So they gain 1, 2, 3
Three
observation
Yep.
tokens.
Okay, so much stuff to measure right now. Yeah. Get my range straight movement token over here. There. Is that worded? Tough choices. Is it worth it to delete the drones this turn and use my force push to do that? Or is that a waste of a force push? Because I might need it next turn. No, focus on the mission, I think. Focus on the mission. They jump up here. They are in range of Grievous. I think it's not a bad idea to just keep on blasting that guy. Just gonna jump over here to stand exactly at range 2. So I'm out of charge range of Grievous. Yeah, there's that nice big hole there in the engine parts. He does have heavy cover, of course, but we're just gonna keep on blasting that guy. Keep on blasting him. 4 Mandalorian pistols at Grievous in heavy cover. Oh, they even roll black dice, of course, because they're shooting. I think I used the wrong dice pool with the first unit. I used a close combat pool. They even roll black dice. Ooh.
Alright.
That could have made a little difference there. At Grievous, 5 hits. That leaves 3
Yeah.
after heavy cover.
3 wounds.
Ooh, yeah. It was bound to happen sometime, eh?
It always does.
Yeah. Yeah, he rolled such insane rolls the first couple of times. So it's a 5th suppression token. And 5 wounds. Ooh.
Compulsory move.
Yep.
I'm not sure if he can make it like this.
Should be fine, yeah.
This guy. First action shooting on this unit.
Yep. Right.
Just a moment. No, I'm going to do it differently, I think.
Yeah.
I'm going to split fire, so he's going to fire that unit.
But has he 2 different weapons?
Oh no, that's correct, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
So they have to, no, sorry, no. So they're going to fire at this unit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, so this is good, this is good. So they have an aim.
Yeah.
I have 3 observation tokens, but I think I'll just make this a critical and leave it with 4 hits after cover.
Alright, 4 hits, 4 guys. Block 2, 2 down. Ooh, those rebels are starting to drop like flies. 2 down and a suppression. That leaves me with 1 single activation left.
Yeah, he still has an action.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
So they spend their aim. And he's just going to do that same trick, so basically moves just slightly. So put him behind here. And then they should end their turn with 2 dodge tokens.
Alright, so it's time for my last activation, which is Luke himself. Okay, I think Grievous is just out of range for Luke his shenanigans. Sadly. Yeah, that's just out of range, I guess. Let me just take a look. It would be ending here. That would be just out of range. Okay, so his first action will be taking an aim. His second action, he will be jumping on top of Maul.
Yep.
And now we're going to see the face-off we've all been waiting for ever since Star Wars came out. Who would win, Maul or Grievous? Maul or Luke in a lightsaber fight. Alright, so I have an aim, I have a lightsaber, and I have a target. So, here we go. Two blanks, I'm going to reroll those.
Yep.
That is 6 hits on Maul. Alright, well done, Luke.
6. And he blocks 3.
Okay, that's nice and average over there. How many wounds does Maul have?
6.
6, so I'm halfway there. Alright. That was my last activation.
Yep. So I have 1 activation left, which is the Step Rider. Alright, so compulsory.
Yep.
He's going to move.
Yep.
And he is going to move over here.
Yep.
And then he will drop the bomb.
The bomb.
Let me see if
Yeah, it will hit
right.
those guys, definitely.
And then he ends his turn with 3 dodges.
Alright. Yep. So that is your last activation, right?
Yep.
So we're gonna think we are both allowed to detonate a bomb.
Yeah.
Would you like to detonate a bomb?
Yes, I want to detonate this bomb.
Surprise!
Roll for everything separately, right?
Yep. So
So
we'll take off the bomb here. We already measured who is all
Yep.
going to be hit. The veterans, the Mandalorians and the steps.
so this is a 3 red die attack.
Which are you going to roll?
The Mandalorians.
Yeah, that's what I would say as well after 3 hits.
So so it's 1 crit, 2 hits. It's blast.
Yeah.
So no cover, but you can still
Dodge
spend
one?
a dodge.
Yeah.
So 2 left.
Alright. And block 2.
Yep. And
I'm not. It's not. Is it suppressive?
it's suppressive. Yeah.
Okay.
It's suppressive.
So I'm gonna put down suppression. I'm just gonna put down 1 because they're gonna take off 1.
Yep.
What you gonna roll now?
The veterans.
Yeah.
Which is a hit and a crit.
Yeah. Again blast. So I'm not able to claim my cover.
Yep.
Ooh, I think I blocked both of them. Yes. Wow. They do get another 2 suppression.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put. No, I'm just gonna put. Let's say I put all the suppression down because we have multiple units that have suppression, so just to
Yep.
make clear what's going on. And then a roll for the step riders.
Yep.
That's 3 red.
3 red.
Let me see.
No, I put them
all
back
the
there.
dice. Oh, there. Yep. That's
Alright.
2 hits.
So
1 crit.
1 crit. So because I'm gonna dodge 1.
Yeah, makes total sense.
And he gets 1 wound.
1 wound. All right. I want to detonate a bomb as well.
Yep.
So I'm going to detonate this bomb. There are 2 units over here, a green unit and a blue unit. So I'm going to start out with the green units.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, 3 hits.
So they block 1.
Yeah. Then we're going to do the blue unit. 2 hits as well.
I'm also gonna put down just 1 because they will
Yeah.
remove it. How many?
2.
On the blue unit?
Yeah, 2. There's 3 dice here. I'm going to have to roll 2.
Oh, sorry. 2 hits. So spend a surge.
1 down.
1 down.
And then on the Mandalorians.
A crit and 2 hits.
They search to crit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so a dodge 1.
Yep.
Then luckily 2 blocks because
Yep.
it would be sad if I would lose a Mandalorian from my own bomb. So suppression here. Then we're gonna remove tokens. Green tokens over here. Suppression over here. Green tokens. 1 suppression over here. All right. I remove your dodge tokens for you over here, and a suppression over here. Dodges over here. Did you already remove 1 of the suppressions from?
Yeah, I already did.
There you go, a whole bunch of tokens.
Thank you.
Then we have the 4 tokens. So let's do a quick recap what happened this turn. So there at the gate, the 2 Mandalorian units. 1 of the Mandalorian units moved up towards your deployment zone. He dropped his bomb, his objective. token, and therefore scoring me a victory point. I did blow up a few B1s with the bomb, and I blasted a couple with my pistols on the other unit. The other unit of Mandalorians took a little jump backwards so they wouldn't be hit by the blast of the bomb, and they fired some missiles into Grievous. Then we had some veterans who opened fire on Grievous, 2 units of veterans, and all in all Grievous suffered 5 wounds and a whole bunch of suppression tokens. With the help of the other unit of Mandalorians who jumped on top of the stand from the junk dealer. And the last thing I did was jumping with Luke over the building and hit Maul with a lightsaber and doing him a couple of wounds.
Yep. I moved up with my step riders. I also dropped 1 bomb in the deployment zone, which unfortunately didn't kill anything, but scored me a victory point. Grievous tried to move up through heavy cover, trying to be safe, but he got a lot of fire and a lot of wounds. Maul also got a big smack in his face, so he also is down half his health. And the B1s are trying to hold the line against incoming bombs, but so far not very successfully as well. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen next turn.
Yep. All right, there we go.
All right.
We have Son of Skywalker versus
Duels of the Fates.
All right, so it's up to you to roll that. If you roll a
Yep.
block, then you have the initiative. Otherwise, it's my initiative.
It's your initiative.
It's my initiative. So I have to give Luke a order, and he can attack twice. Ooh, that is, I think, a very, very powerful one right now. Duel of the Fates is I cannot spend any tokens, right?
Let's see, I get a dodge token on Maul. You
Yep.
cannot spend any tokens. And I also gain disengage.
All right. And Maul has 3 wounds left.
3 wounds left.
All right. And he has disengage. That's an important one. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's a really big surprise. I'm gonna activate Luke with my first activation, and I'm gonna hit Maul with his lightsaber.
Yep.
There we go. That is 4 hits.
Yep. So I will. Oh shit! No.
Yeah, you have spent your dodge
Yeah.
token, of course.
Sorry. Yeah. So I spent the dodge token. So, but then,
You block every.
sorry, we did something wrong. How many hits did you do?
I did 4 hits.
4 hits. All right. So I dodge 1.
Yeah.
So then I still have to roll.
Okay.
3. All right, so. And we block 2 of those.
2. There's 1 wound. Okay. Then Luke is going to attack again. That's a little bit better. 6 hits, and he definitely needs those because I need to do 2 wounds now.
And Maul's dead.
Maul's dead. Yeah. Just let me read his card for a second. Disengage while he is engaged. Okay, I used both my actions. I do have a free action left, so I'm gonna do a force reflexes to gain a dodge token because he is going to get hit hard this turn, I'm afraid, and I'm gonna see if I can. No. Okay, so that was Luke. Whew. Let's see if we can survive this round.
We got step riders. So let's activate. We're going to activate this step rider over here.
Yep.
So he is going to first do his compulsory,
Yep.
which moves him over here, and then
Yeah.
he gains a dodge. And then he's going to do a
Blasted.
shooting attack on the unit of rebel veterans there in the open.
Yep. Oh, sorry.
Remove
Take
the
these
dice.
up. Yep. There we go.
And that scores him 3 hits.
Wow. It's the veterans there, right? In
Yep.
the open. That's the one that doesn't have the dodge token, sadly. So I have to roll my normal dice. I block 1, so 2 of my veterans die. 1 and 2. And they gain a suppression token.
Yep. And then the last action will be to move into the area terrain here. And that's his turn.
Alright. So I'm gonna draw a token from the bag. Let's see. What do we have here? We have a unit of Mandalorians. Grievous is at 5 wounds. I need to get him down to 8. That's risky business. Wait a second, I have some rockets left there. Maybe I need to activate these guys, but then they cannot. No, they cannot see it and attack, so I cannot activate. I can, of course, but it probably wouldn't be a good idea to use them right now. So I have to do it with that unit. But man, I don't want to. I'm just gonna stay out of range 2 of Grievous because I don't want to get hit by his gazillion lightsabers. So exactly at range 2 here for Grievous. So I can adjust. I have to roll, sorry, for my 1 suppression token. I can keep it, which I honestly don't really mind. Then, oh no, don't put it forward because otherwise Grievous can charge them, and they definitely do not want to get charged by Grievous. There we go. And then we're gonna start shooting at Grievous.
Yep.
And just hopefully inflict enough wounds. This time we're gonna roll black dice. Oh, there we are. So I have got 4 Mandalorians, rolling 2 black dice each, searching to hits. Oh, that's horrible. Only 2 hits. Heavy cover, that's only a suppression token.
Right.
Oh man, yeah.
I have to pull from the back. And it is another step rider unit. Let's go with yeah, we might have to just try it, I guess. So we're going to activate this unit, the blue one.
Yep.
They are going to do their compulsory move.
Yep.
Alright. They are going to they're going to fire at Luke.
Alright. Action 1, fire at Luke.
Fire at Luke, which is 2 hits and 1 crit.
I am going to spend my dodge.
Okay. So 2 left.
Oh, that is terrible. 2 wounds on Luke and not blocked a single one. Ouch.
And I still have 1 action left. It's going to be another move.
Yep.
Up until here.
Yep.
I'm going to put this guy just gonna move slightly a bit further
Yep.
over here, and then I'm gonna drop the bomb for free
Yep.
over here, and that ends my turn with 2 dodges. So this is your dodge tokens.
Yeah, fine. Okay, yeah, it's too bad I'm not able to reach that token. A trooper unit. I'm in sort of a pickle right now on what to do. The Grievous guy over there is quite annoying. Yeah, it's almost impossible for them to get out of harm's way, I think. Take a look from here. That's still in range 2. I am in range 1. Okay. I think I need to aim and shoot at Grievous. I'm gonna regret this, I'm afraid. Let me see. 4 rebel vets, and they're gone. With an aim and critical 2. There we go. Aim these 2. Aim these 2. Okay, so what's going to happen? This is going to be a crit. This is going to be a crit. This one is going to be a hit because they search hit is normal. Heavy cover, take 2 off. So that's 5 hits. Wow, impressive.
So he takes 2 wounds.
Ooh, and he just lives. Oh. And a suppression though. Oh, I think I made a little mistake over there. I probably shouldn't have aimed and moved away because he probably only has 1 action, and then I could have moved out of charge range. Ooh, that's gonna cost them, I think. Okay, it's your activation.
Yeah, I'm going to pull from the back, and it's the drones.
The drones.
So the drones are going to. I think they're just gonna do something weird. They are going to move.
Yeah.
Over here.
Yes.
And then these 2 guys are joining him. Let me see if I can do this.
There's a range 1.
Yeah, thank you. So right there. And he as well over here.
Yeah.
And they're gonna shoot at Luke.
Okay, they lose their incognito and they're just gonna zap Luke.
They're gonna zap him with 6
white
dice.
Luke did get a suppression
Yeah.
from the
Alright.
Love it.
So they search to hit, so they get 3 hits in
3
total.
hits. Light cover from the suppression.
Yeah.
It leaves 2.
2.
And come on, Luke. That is 1 block,
Yeah.
1 wound. Oh my.
And this attack is suppressive, so he gains 2 suppression.
Impressive. So he's at 3 wounds, 3 suppression. 3 wounds, 3 suppression. Oh. Oh, Luke. Here we go. We have a unit of Mandos. Okay. It's going to be these guys over here. They already dropped their bombs. I do feel like they are the ones that need to try to finish off Grievous over there. And they are out in the open, though, for the B1s. But hey, they're just B1s. So he's going to jump over here. Up. I'm gonna claim this token over here. needs to roll for his suppression. Over here, it's suppression. It stays on. And then I can take a look if I can just put them a little bit here, then I can claim some cover for the B1s. Now, place the duelist over here, of course. So they're just hiding there behind the doorway. Okay, I'm gonna take the loot crate. Purity supplies. I get a grapple harpoon and precision scopes. Gain aim token. Alright. I do not mind that. I'm gonna use my suppression, my scopes, because man, I need to get that Grievous off the table before he activates. So I used the precision scopes to get a aim token. Yeah. So 8 black dice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Aimed shot at Grievous. Oh man, I'm loving those Mandalorians. I'm loving them so much. That's 8 hits. Minus heavy cover, that is 6 hits. Oh my, that is insane.
That's great.
Yeah. Would it be would been a small miracle if you would survive those 8 hits. Yeah, those Mandalorians, man, they are so awesome.
Troopers.
Yep.
The blue B ones.
Yep.
They're gonna rally.
Yep.
They don't rally.
Yep.
They are gonna. They only lost one guy.
Yeah.
And they're gonna shoot at the Mandalorians.
Not the bomb squad over there?
Yeah, oh sure, yeah. The bomb squad, yeah. Oh. So there was not a search, 2 searches, no searches, so nothing happens.
It does give them a suppression because they could get into trouble with those suppressions after a while.
No, they don't, because I didn't roll any hits.
Oh, you don't have a search token now? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I thought you had the search tokens, but no. Whew, that is a little bit too early. The last unit of Mandos. Okay, so they have to, of course, jump out over here. Then I have to be very careful. So the blue unit has activated, right? And the green unit hasn't. No. And they have speed 2, but they are behind the barricade, so they will go down to speed 1. Because I have to be very sure that they are not able to reach the bomb, because it's an action to pick up the bomb, right? Yeah. Yeah. So that should be fine. Yeah, that should be fine. So just so you agree with me, if I put it here, then you're not able to to reach it. And I can to reach these 2 guys. I do maybe hit my own Mandalorians over there, so they're just gonna jump a little bit over here. They're still out of range, so they just jump over there. That means that they are in the open, but yeah, it's just worth it for this mission. I'm just gonna jump a little bit over here. So that's action 1, jumping over there. Action 2 is gonna shoot. The blue unit has just activated, right?
Yeah.
So they are going to target. Yeah, the red squad I might lead. And I need to do 4 hits on the green unit. I'm gonna target the green unit. Yep. So 4 Mandalorians. Man, those Mandalorians, they are the most awesome thing ever. 7 hits, minus heavy cover, that leaves 5.
So that's 4, which means the green unit is deleted.
Completely gone. All right.
Step riders.
Yep.
So they will do a compulsory move over here.
Yeah.
Then they will shoot at Luke.
Yeah. I imagine.
Alright, so that's 5. Minus 1.
For suppression.
So that's 4.
4. Oh man, it's gonna hurt. Because his defense rolls have been terrible so far. Let's see. Block 2, gain 2 wounds.
Yep.
And he just barely lives with only 1 wound left. Only 1 wound left.
And then they're moving again.
Yep.
They are moving over here.
Definitely.
And he is going to. Sorry, it's a snare ball. Be over here.
Yep.
And then he also gains 2 dodge tokens.
Yeah, great. So I should have only troopers left here. So now my focus will be the unit still has the bomb. So these guys, they're gonna aim shoot at the unit step riders with the bomb.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, and only 2 regular guys left. Aim shoot at the step riders with the bomb, and hopefully we can delete in this turn. Aim. Put these a little bit on the side. There we go. That is 3 critical hits, and the 1 hit is of course you can dodge away.
Yeah,
or you even have cover 1.
Cover 1. Yeah. I block 2.
2.
So he gains
Only 1 wound.
Right.
I think the B1's left,
Yep.
right?
So the red squad
Yeah.
needs to rally.
Yeah, 1 suppression.
They rally suppression.
Right.
They're going to
Oh, I took off this suppression for these guys.
um,
No, that's not true.
shoot at these Mandalorians.
Yeah. These are the ones that still have the. Oh, they have dropped the bomb as
dropped
well.
it.
Yeah.
2 hits, which means just a suppression.
Yeah.
And then they're going to move.
Okay. Gonna draw one of my tokens, which is not a really big surprise because it's a trooper token. He is going to aim and shoot at the seeker droids, they're called, I think.
Yeah.
Maul's probe droids. Sorry,
Yeah.
probe droids. Gonna aim, shoot at them with the MK2 blaster. Aim, shoot with MK2. Here we go. This surges to a crit. You are in heavy cover, so the normal hit doesn't do anything. So I'm gonna reroll this one in hopes for another crit. No, 3 hits.
3. Which is the.
Yeah, they as soon as they reveal themselves, then it's very difficult to keep them out. Yeah, it was too bad that the step rider was in the way to keep one out of sight.
Mm-hmm. B1s. We are going to. shoot at the bomb squad over
Yeah.
there.
I feel like that unit's gonna get a whole lot of shooting on his on him the next turn. Yeah. Right. I'll take these out off.
So just a suppression.
Just a suppression. It's another suppression for them. I've got one unit left down on the roof with 3 suppressions. So I have to see if I can roll off any of the suppression. 1. That leaves 2. So I mean I have only 1 action left. Which is probably going to be fishing for crits on the unit with the bomb. Fishing for crits. No, they blank out.
Alright. And then
And I'm out.
I should also be out because I think.
Yeah, I deleted one of the unit of
and B1s
B1s before it could activate. Alright.
So let's detonate the bomb over there first, which is gonna hit Luke.
Yeah, that's a very important one. Oh man, that bomb is gonna do a lot because it hits Luke, 2 units of step riders and 1 unit of veterans. So which one do you wanna do Luke first or wanna wait for him with the last?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna do my step riders with my bombs first. So 2 crits and a hit.
Of course.
I'm gonna dodge this one.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna roll 2 white dice to defend, which means I lose 1.
Yeah.
And then my other step rider unit, they will dodge 2 of these and get 1 wound.
Yeah. Alright. Then
So first off,
one
we can
wound on
remove
one of
this
the
one. So remove one of these, and they gain another wound.
Yeah. And then the
sorry,
veterans.
no, they just have 1 wound.
Yeah,
total.
exactly. The one was yeah.
You spend their dodges.
Yeah. And then the veterans on top of the building going to be hit by shrapnel as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the token was.
Oh, the
able
token
to see
cannot
them
see them.
because it was there.
No, they can see this guy over here because he's leaning a little bit over the edge because there's not enough space. So they can see one of them. So he can blow up 1 veteran.
The veterans get 3.
3 hits. So we got. I block 2,
Yeah.
so that means that one veteran is getting blown off the building. He does get 2 suppression as well, and then the most important one, Luke. Oh man, that's an important one. Let's see.
Luke gets 2.
2 hits. We need 2 blocks. No dodge token, no nothing. So I need to have 2 blocks. Come on, Luke, you can do it. No! Luke is being blown up by the bomb. Alright. Goodbye, Luke. Okay, so what happened this turn? I moved the Mandalorians at the gatehouse. I moved those up to drop the bomb into Frank's deployment zone. Oh,
Yeah.
we have to trigger that one as well.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So let's do that one first.
Yeah, let's trigger this bomb over here. So I would hit my Mandalorians and this unit over there.
Yeah.
So let's do your unit first. 1, 2, 3 red die. At the blue B1 squads, 3 hits.
Alright. They block 1.
Yeah, 2 down, 2 suppression. And then on the Mandalorian squads, 3 hits. They don't have a dodge token, so they're gonna spend their scanner for dodge token, so it can dodge off 1. And 1 Mandalorian down.
Alright.
And 2 suppression tokens, of course. So, what happened this turn? The Mandalorians at the gatehouse jumped up, dropped their bomb, shot a unit of B1s off the table, and after detonating their bomb, did some damage on the B1s and a wound on themselves. The other Mandalorians, they jumped up and fired their guns together with the veterans at General Grievous and take him off the table. The heavy weapon or the Mark II gun shot at the droids from Maul and delete them. Luke finished off Maul in the duel, and the rest of the army took some pot shots at the step riders, managing to do only one wound.
I lost a lot of units. I lost Grievous and Maul, unfortunately. I also lost just one B1 unit.
Yeah.
I also lost my drone, so a lot of losses. I did manage to detonate my second bomb, so I got my second victory point in. So one more bomb and I got all my available victory points in. Lost one step rider, unfortunately, to the bombing run as well, but also took out Luke with the bomb. So I'm very curious what's going to happen in the next turn.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an uphill battle for those droids this turn. We both have to nominate a new commander.
Yeah.
So what is going to be your new commander?
And it has to be a trooper, right?
Yeah.
So let's go with the full squad over here.
I'm gonna nominate the full squad Mandalorians over here.
Alright.
Alright, so we're gonna remove tokens. So turn number 4. Let's play our command cards.
Yep.
That means I have the initiative.
Mm-hmm.
I can give 2 units an order, which are, we're going to give an order to the bomb squad, of course. Let me see, where's their token. There you go. And they're going to give a order to themselves. There we go. The rest goes into the bag. Ooh, both out of our characters. Let me see here. Are they able? They should be able to reach it this turn, their objective. But I have to be careful that nobody picks up the bomb. So I have to be outside of one action. It should be fine. So the safest thing to do is get that bomb on the table. So I'm gonna activate the unit with the bomb. I need to see if they delete their suppression. They keep their 1 suppression. That's not too bad because they have courage 2, so I can just leave it. This is interesting. I could also maybe even drop the bomb here on top of this building, if that is within range 1 of your deployment zone. No, it is not. So I have to take 2 moves to get the bomb on the right location. But I think I do gonna be on top of this tower here. That means I do get the hit of the bomb and don't hit anything else, but yeah. So be it. So they just jump on top of the building here. There we go. That was their activation.
So they did or didn't drop it?
They dropped the bomb. So right here, I need to have 2 moves to get into range 1 of your deployment zone there on top of the building. The thing is, the token can't see anything except themselves, so they only get hit by themselves by the bomb. But I know for a fact that you cannot pick up the bomb, so I will score that last objective. So that's why they moved on top of that tower, because otherwise I might get too much suppression and do not reach your deployment zone with the bomb.
I grabbed the only
thing I don't want to grab.
Yeah. Right. They're gonna move. Double move behind the building here.
Yeah.
That's it.
Alright. Could they have uploaded their HQ uplink?
That's this one.
Oh.
They already have it.
Okay.
And they were out of range for the chain.
Oh, that's what happened. Okay, yeah, that's too bad. Alright, got a unit veterans over here.
Yeah.
They're gonna pick up this token here, so that's gone. Let's see what kind of goodies are in that last crate over there. 2 cards. They get the grapple harpoon every time they grab this grapple harpoon, and a camouflage. They're gonna take the camouflage, put the harpoon back into the deck. Then they're gonna aim and shoot at the bomb carrier. It does have heavy cover though, but hopefully with my critical 2 and everything, I can hopefully do some wounds. I have 2 normal guys left and their weapon. So aim, shoot.
Oh, he's even in the open. Because he's not obscured by 25% or more. So. It's a vehicle.
Oh, 25%.
So just one. You just light cover.
Light cover. Okay. So now we can think a little bit. There will be 2 critical hits. I can change this with my targeting. Spend the aim token just to make that a crit. So I'm going to spend my targeting rangefinder to improve this one to a crit. There we go. And the surge becomes a crit from the weapon to get 3 hits.
And then the bomb carrier is down.
Yeah.
Alright. Which basically already settles the game.
Yeah, this is a victory for me because you have no units that can pick up the bomb over there. And I will score my 3rd victory point over here. So the only thing that could happen for you to win the game could be tabling my entire army, which honestly
it's not
going to happen with those fast Mandalorians who just got to run away as fast as they can and make sure that you cannot ever hit all of them. So that would mean this is the victory for the rebels.
Yeah. Congratulations.
All right. We will be back with a quick recap.
Yep.
So this was the turn number 4. Yeah, there didn't happen a whole lot of stuff. The Mandalorians jumped on top of the gate, dropped their bomb so they could claim the objective. After that, the veterans shot at the unit with the bomb, deleting that unit, making it drop the bomb. And yeah, sadly there are no droids in range to pick up that bomb, so that would mean it's a victory for the rebels. Yeah, so that's what happened this turn.
Yep.
So Funk, that was our battle.
Yeah.
Droids versus rebels. So, what did you think?
That a lot went wrong. That's what I think.
All right. So strategy-wise, what do you think went wrong for you and your army?
My deployment was very bad, I think, because Grievous should have been somewhere totally else in the beginning. I messed up some order change because I realized later in the match that I flew my HQ uplink step riders like on the front while he should have been in the back.
Yeah.
So I was on a point where at one point he had to be like, he sort of had to be the first one to drop the bomb while he should have been the last one to drop the bomb. So they kept using that same technique to refresh and give all the step riders an order the whole time. And yeah, the B1s were in the wrong place. They should have been with Grievous, or Grievous should have been with them. That's sort of what went wrong.
I think that flank needed either Maul or Grievous to be there so they could just chop up those Mandalorians in combat, because they are pretty good with their duelist, but they do need a dodge token to be immune to pierce, and to get the bomb there they just don't have spare actions for taking those dodge tokens. So yeah, I think you needed one of the 2 characters on one of the flanks. I must say you had some really bad luck over there in combat with Luke and with Grievous. He started out very, very powerful with doing a lot of blocks, but after a while you had like a couple of rolls with just all blanks, and then it's gone. So yeah, I think it was too much focused on the one flank, so I could get my Mandalorians pretty easily, pretty safely to your deployment zone and start dropping bombs.
Yeah.
And after that, just wiping up B1s, because that's with 8 attack dice is something they are really good at. So yeah, I can definitely
Yeah.
agree on that. And what do you thought of the units that you played? Are there anything you would you really liked or disliked or change?
I like the step riders. I think they're really good. I also think they're a little bit weird because they're like a unit you want to sort of activate as soon as possible,
Yeah.
but sometimes also as yeah, like lastly, because you want them first to get the maximum out of their defense. But if they go first, sometimes they're just like in a bad position.
Yeah.
So sometimes you want to go last and shoot up other units. So um, I don't know. It's still a little bit tricky. Just
Yeah.
definitely try and play them a few more times.
Yeah,
But I really like them. I think they're a really cool unit. I love playing speeders, so I'm gonna keep trying them out. I think I think it's good to run them in a a unit of or sorry, 3 units of them.
Yeah.
And I still think that if you run 3 of them, you definitely always want the HQ uplink and targeting array trick. I think that's inevitable almost.
Yeah.
Well, nothing is inevitable, but I think it's almost like a must when you play that. You can also play them with just 2. And in that case, I think I would never give him the HQ uplink because it's a little bit too expensive.
Yeah.
So then probably with only the link targeting arrays, or maybe just naked, or maybe give one of them the long comms link,
Yeah.
so you can always give them an order.
Yeah.
B1s are just B1s. They're very good units. Just still getting a little bit used to playing them naked because it's one of the first times I've played them like just naked
No
squads
heavy
of
weapon, no
B1s,
nothing. Yeah.
which is a little bit different. Maul is really cool, but it's just he didn't really do anything, so I can't really judge anything. His
No.
cards look really good. Infiltrating him is very powerful. His 2 1-pips both are really powerful. I think the card he has that I played but didn't really use this turn, you cannot spend tokens, is a really powerful one.
Definitely.
I'm not sure about the droids, the Sith droids. They are fun. They're just a little bit unfortunate maybe in this mission.
Yeah,
Observe.
because they didn't have much to. Yeah, you could have given them their bomb, of course, and then they were incognito.
Yeah.
Could just hoover
Yeah.
easily to the other side of the table and then drop their bomb. I don't know if they're allowed to take the bomb, honestly.
I think
they
so.
are troopers,
they're
right?
droid troopers.
Yeah, so they should take the
be,
bomb. So yeah, maybe that could have been an interesting one to give them
Yeah.
the bombs. Because they're of course they're in incognito,
Incognito, yeah.
so I cannot attack them. They are not really a high priority target as well. I must say I was scared a lot of those step riders. They are very, very scary. I think for my side of the table, what I noticed, I think you probably overextended too fast, too much at the start of the game. Maybe you should have played a little bit more conservative and take your time with this mission. Maybe just do 1 unit of step riders moving up, drop that bomb, because you out activated me. You even took out the weapon team very fairly, and then you had 2 activations more than I had.
Yeah.
So you could always do the step riders, the last activation, drop the bomb. There's nothing I can do about them, and you probably could have done that trick 3 times in a row because they could hide behind that one little building there, and then they can move behind them and then drop the bomb, and then you could have probably use the rest of your army to focus on my bombs. But it's always easier said than done after playing the battle, of course. But that's the thing that I probably know. You probably played a little bit too aggressively. But once you started, you cannot go back, sort of. So I can imagine that. Yeah, for me, for the Rebel side, man, those Mandalorians. I've been talking since this game was released. I really hope they're gonna do some Mandalorians. I hadn't expect them to be in the Rebel faction, but I'm really happy they're in the Rebel faction because not only do I like the models, but they're really, really cool.
Yeah.
They're really fun to play. They're really tough. Their output is really powerful. I really, really enjoyed them, and I think for me they were man of the match. Man, those 8 black attack dice with surges, that is intense.
I think the scariest thing about them is they have speed 3. I
And
think
speed
that's-
3
that's the
and jump.
scariest thing.
Yeah. So all in all, that's amazing.
Yeah.
The only thing is there. Yeah, if your enemy has high die attack pools, they're just gonna drop because there only are 4 models with 1 wound each. So you have to be a little bit careful.
Yeah.
The veterans, yeah, I just would love to love them, but man, they are a tough unit. Those MK2 blasters, even with the 4 wounds they have now, they are a little bit squishy and they have a hard time getting into range of something. So I'm just still not
I think they
completely
I think they were alright.
convinced.
The critical is very powerful. on
Yeah,
this, I
yeah,
think.
yeah. On the normal
Yeah.
veterans, they have critical 2.
Because what's the die pool of the heavy weapon for the rebel?
There is 4 black dice, critical 1.
Critical 1, yeah.
So it's
Hmm.
not super. And range 3,
Well,
only 4 wounds, white defense die.
It has range 4, right?
Range 3.
No, I mean the
The
heavy
infantry.
weapon from the squad.
The upgrade from the squad is range 4, and that one has critical 2.
Yeah.
So
but-
that's
and,
it.
and which dice does it use?
4 white dice,
4 white.
and veterans themselves roll a black die. So a complete unit rolls at range 3 rolls 4 black dice, 4 white dice with critical 2, or 4 white dice with critical 2 on range 4. The point increase of range, so the range 4 is really interesting, but I must say for the same amount of points, or maybe even less, you can field the unit of rebel troopers with a DLT, which has critical 1.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think maybe is a little bit more interesting. Maybe.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So thank you for watching.
Yeah.
We will do the army list in the description below in the video. If you have any questions, let us know. And thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.